Hi TikTok, today I'm going to talk to you about other NPCs from my D&D/Final Fantasy XIV game. Their names are Mogai and Nogai for the parents, the Drahan parents, and their adoptive twins are called Ngifai and Faihan. My players met the twins in Crystarium. Faihan, the young boy, was lurking around the tavern trying to sell stuff and services to new adventurers, mainly maps of the city that were drawn by him, so they were somewhat accurate, but not entirely at all. And eventually one of my players, the dragoon, Mimiko, she bought one of the maps, but when they were talking with the young boy, they were interrupted by another player of mine. My players regrouped at a table in the tavern, and they were quickly joined by the couple of twins, so Faihan, the young boy, and his sister, called Ngifai. She had a small stray cat in her arms, and they just started talking, trying to sell services, ask the adventurers if they could carry their bag, have them as a guide of the city, and just they even offered to be their informant and just telling them secrets of the city in exchange for some money. I mean, basically anything to gain some guilds. They got to talking, and my players eventually bought them sheep milk. The Dark Knight in my group was afraid of cats. I mean, he didn't even really like mystel, so the cat people, but he was really afraid of the stray cat. Once they started really talking, they just realized that the children wouldn't shut up, they would just keep talking, and when I DM a child, I'm very annoying, I'd say that's the right word that comes to mind, I guess. So they were scolded by the black mage of my group that just couldn't take any more chit-chatting and kinda told them to go away. But Ngifai started crying, and the cat in her arms just got scared and hopped on the table. So the Dark Knight was really afraid, and he just went away from the table. At this point in time, the parents got to the tavern and apologized for their children's behavior. And that was that. But that's not the end of Ngifai and Faihan. They learned that the children were orphans that lived in a camp near the north entry of the city. They were living with Drahans in a camp of former nomads that were just acting as foster parents for the orphans of the city. And they just decided to put their home there, and they were happy living in tents. Very colorful village of tents, and very kid-friendly. Follow for part 2.